of our agenda in a year. We still have a little bit more work to do, and we're going to continue on doing that great work to secure health care and education. Our cabinet will continue to draw from the collective skills our 73-member caucus consists of, and we have an incredible caucus. My friends, I'll take questions now.
You campaigned on a promise of smaller government, more efficient government.
Yeah.
73. When you came into power, that you slapped the city, the city council because of that promise. There are 7 new faces in this cabinet. You've split ministries. How does that square with your message of smaller, more efficient government?
Well, we're always going to have the best interests of running an efficient government, Travis. If you look at some of the other cabinets over the years, we're still in line, if not smaller than a previous government. And we have a lot of heavy lifting to do, and we're going to continue moving forward. So I don't look at it as increasing it from previous governments, because the numbers are very close to any other government. And we're going to make sure that we continue moving the agenda forward to, again, find savings, the $3.3 billion of savings that we found. There's still a tremendous amount of efficiencies to be driven forward, to continue to pay down our massive debt. And I have to tell you that when we came into office, we inherited a financial disaster on the brink of bankruptcy, if not bankrupt, a $15 billion deficit that was created from the previous Liberal government, a $347 billion debt, the largest sub-sovereign debt in the entire world. And I want to remind people that we're paying $1.5 million an hour, $36 million a day, and $13.3 billion a year in interest alone. To be sustainable, to move forward, to provide services like health care and education, we need to bring those in line.
Yes. You've changed your cabinet, but what about you? Government starts at the top. That's with you.
Yeah.
What are you going to do to change? Do you think you need to change?
Well, I think I've always been a believer, and I've said this in front of the media many times. I look at continuous improvement. It starts with me. Every one of our cabinet ministers, I feel, have done a good job, but we can always do a better job. I can always do a better job as well, and we're going to. As I said, Cynthia, we passed 20 pieces of legislation. We went through, I think it was four legislated assemblies that we went in there 4 different times, worked all year, all summer. And by the way, talking about working the summer, all of you have been down here long enough. We're going to continue working. And because we aren't sitting, it doesn't mean we aren't working. Just got back from a trip from Sudbury and announced some great things for the people of Subway. For Sudbury. Right?
Can I add to that question?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure.
You said that you think you can improve. How do you think you can improve? And what have you learned this past year as Premier?
Well, Cynthia, I've always admitted that could we've done a couple things better? Absolutely. And I'll say that over and over again. I think one thing that our team can do better, I can do better. We had some incredible successes. A lot of legislation passed to make this province better. And I think we always have to do a better job in communicating. And we will do a better job in communicating our successes, even though we are against multi-billion-dollar unions, public sector unions coming at us, and other people that have had this sense of entitlement. A sense of entitlement with the taxpayers' money for the last 15 years. It's not sustainable if we continue down that path. We had to make some tough decisions, but those tough decisions were responsible, and it was a reasonable budget and a thoughtful budget. So everyone collectively has to work together to make sure we're in a better financial standing than we were when we came into office. Yes, Marika.
This is virtually unprecedented, the level of change.
Yes.
So what do you say to people who will say this shows that things were not working in your government so far?
Well, I go back to no government. Actually, I think we're equal to when Mike Harris we had the same number of changes as Mike Harris. I think we were tied because we looked into it, but that's here nor there. Those are many years ago. But again, I go back to the economy. Our economy is on fire. You compare it to the previous Liberal government that lost 300,000 jobs. Our policies created the environment to create 190,000 jobs. Our economy's on fire here in Ontario. We're probably short over ECDEV tells me over 200,000 jobs are out there that we need to fill. I can't remember the last time this province has ever had a labor shortage, but we've created an environment for companies to thrive and prosper and grow. And when companies thrive, prosper, and grow, the people that work there in communities thrive and prosper.
To follow up though,
Yes.
You moved your key ministers, Vic Fideli, Lisa McLeod, Lisa Thompson out. Doesn't that show you didn't have confidence in what they were doing?
Well, I had 100% confidence in each and every one of them. Year one is a little different than year two. Again, we ended up getting 85% of our agenda through, our promises, and we're going to continue moving the rest of the agenda forward. And I'm not going to comment on each and individual person, but I want to tell you about Vic Fideli. He did a great job, and this will be an exception, but I want to address Vic Fideli. He did an incredible job as finance minister, and when we sat back, and our number one key goal is obviously always health and education, but is creating jobs. Again, there's no better salesperson in our team than Vic Fideli. He started his own company. He was very successful, and he's the best salesperson we have. So he's going to be bringing more jobs to Ontario, and again, continue the boom that we see here in Ontario. We're absolutely thriving. Yes. Yes, sir.
Some of your best communicators in roles that you've had trouble with, like finance, education, community, social services. Is that part of your acknowledgement that, whether what you were doing was the right thing or not, that your message wasn't getting out, that the public wasn't hearing?
Well, Brian, you're 100% correct when you say our message wasn't getting out. And again, I've admitted it numerous times. I'll continue admitting it, that we need to be very clear on our message, because we've had some incredible accomplishments. And I can tell you that you ask yourself, and we sit back, we had such an exciting group of people in that cabinet meeting. They're all energized, ready to go. Is this province better off than it was a year ago? It's not a little better off. It's 1,000 times better off when it comes to the finances of this province, bringing down the deficit down to $11.8 billion, bringing down the debt by $4 billion, making sure we end hallway health care, putting in 7,000 new long-term care beds, making sure that we restructure the education system, making sure that we create more jobs, again, 190,000 jobs, unprecedented in a year, but we're going to make sure that we're very clear on our message and our accomplishments. We had so many accomplishments last year, we couldn't keep up, and I'll be very frank, the opposition couldn't keep up as well. So it's good news, but we still have a lot of work to do. That's right. Well, I don't look at it that way. Again, we were putting the right people in the right place at the right time. Vic's a top salesperson. He's going to go out there and create more jobs. Nothing outside of health and education is more important than economic development and job creation. And I can't ask for a better person than Vic to get out there, represent our province, and invite more companies around the world to come in here and open up shop.
More cooperation, eh? You guys hear that? More cooperation, not Canadian business.
Well, I don't look at regions. I look at people's capabilities. We have great representatives in the Hamilton Niagara region, great people that are playing an important role as parliamentary assistants, chairs of committees. They're doing a great job, and right across the province. I'm first to tell you, I've been in the game as long as you guys, 30 years, and I've never seen a more talented group, and I consider myself very grateful and fortunate to have some really, really great people surrounding me that can jump in a multitude of different ministries and not even blink an eye. They're that skilled.
Bringing up this file, and many parents who have been asking for Lisa McLeod to reshuffle that portfolio, and now it looks like you have. What does this signal to the parents of children with autism? Is the government going to have a new approach to them? And did Lisa McLeod screw up, frankly, in that file that deals with parents of children with autism?
Again, I'm not going to get deep into it. Lisa's an incredible person, an incredible cabinet minister, a true leader, and she's going to do a great job working with me and building something, the most iconic area, legacy for this province, not for me, building an incredible destination called Ontario Place. And I've always said, autism isn't the largest file, but it's the most sensitive, and I'm very passionate about it. And we're going to make sure that we continue on with a great plan that Lisa put in place. And we have a committee of over 20 experts now, and I look forward to making sure that we support the parents with children with autism.
Is Caroline Mulroney still the right person for Francophone?
Oh, 100%. Caroline's incredible. She has great communication skills, has a great network within the Francophone community, and we look forward to working with the Francophone community in all aspects.
With the community policy of your cabinet now is bigger than Toronto City Council, Mr. President.
Well, that's funny you ask. We have larger than 10, probably 12 times size of budget. Large budgets, be it healthcare, over $63 billion, social services, which is absolutely massive, along with education. So there's a lot of heavy lifting, a lot of moving parts, and we have a great team to fulfill our agenda moving forward to make sure we have a better province. But again, I go back to the last year. The accomplishments are absolutely staggering that we've done. We've changed the province. We're turning the corner on the finances, jobs, healthcare, education, transportation, and we look forward to continuing.
Do associate ministers, how does their role differ from the parliamentary assistants, and will they make the salary of a full-fledged cabinet minister?
No, they won't. To answer your question, they won't make the same salary as a cabinet minister. I believe it's a few dollars more than
Ontario Premier Doug Ford there speaking about his cabinet shuffle, a huge cabinet shuffle, a 30% increase. Many key players moved to less prominent positions. This amid dropping poll numbers, a move that many say that he had to move. We have our Megan Fitzpatrick at Queen's Park, who will follow that story for us. We'll also be following the latest out of Washington and the meeting with Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and Donald Trump. Andrew Nichols with your headlines up right now.
There's been a castle standing on this spot for over 500 years, watching out over this stretch of water and protecting our shorelines. Where am I? Well, I'll give you a clue. We're not on the mainland.
Today I'm house hunting with a retired couple looking to swap their suburban home of 24 years to begin a new chapter in the country by the coast. Our search serves up a few surprises.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, goodness.
What did we say about large gardens? Not wanting large gardens, eh?
As well